Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Alex and this is the Car Creative, and today we're going to do a quick review of the Canon 50mm f1.8 version 2. The reason that I'm doing this is a lot of people ask what gear I use to shoot my car photos and videos. If you are looking to upgrade your camera and get rid of that kit lens, maybe get into some primes, this is an amazing lens, and so let's go through a few of the things that we like about it. Okay, so for today we're actually going to be shooting with the Sony a7 III. So for my purposes, because this isn't a Sony native lens, I've got to use the MC11 adapter. Alright, so we are going to go out, we're going to take some cool photos of this truck, do some automotive photography, as well as I brought my beautiful wife with me so we can see how this lens does with portraits and people. We'll do some details around the car, but yeah, let's go get some photos of this, and then when we get back to the office we can take a look at how these photos look and what we think of the final products and how the images look. Alright guys, welcome back to the office after a really fun day of shooting out in Canmore with my Tacoma and with my wife. So if we take a look at this lens, guys, it's plastic. I wouldn't expect anything special from the build quality. The focus ring is decently smooth, but you don't get a lot of response. This is an EF lens, which means it's an electronic focusing lens, and there's an internal motor in there, and now it's called an STM lens, which means it's a stepper motor, the ST from stepper and the M from motor. And when Canon put the stepper motor in this lens specifically, they were trying to make it smoother and quieter, and you will notice when you're trying to pull focus with this thing that the lens kind of comes out a little bit and goes back in, and you could be a judge for yourself whether or not it's really that silent or not. One of the things that I do think was a really good upgrade compared to version 1 is this kind of metal attachment where it attaches to the camera body. On version 1 this was plastic, so this is a really nice new feature for this one, and guys, this thing's only $150, so for 150 bucks, you can't really ask too much of the lens, but I think it's really outperforming its price point for your average user. Another really good thing about it is that it's actually super light. It's tiny. You can just put this thing in any of your camera bags, in your back pocket, in your front pocket if you've got stretchy pants. It's really, really small and can go anywhere with you. Just something that if you really want a prime lens on any given shoot, this thing will do the trick for you. What a lot of people say about the 50mm lens too is that it's exactly the same as what your eye sees. So what I enjoyed about shooting with this lens in Canmore was that if I had a shot in mind and I just lifted the camera up to my eye, it looked fairly similar to what I was envisioning. When obviously you have a wider lens, you're going to see more, and when you've got a tighter lens, or if you're shooting on an APS-C, for example, it's probably going to be closer to what might look like an 80mm lens. So what I enjoy about that is it's just like, it's point and shoot. When you see something, you line it up, you just take the shot. It just looks nice. The 35mm for me is also very similar, and one of my favorite lenses ever, the Sigma 35, which we're shooting that on, and maybe I'll do a lens review on that. If you guys enjoy this, let me know. I can do a lens review on that. Now, if we get into image quality, it's not the sharpest lens in the world, but it will absolutely pass for the pixel peepers out there. I don't know if you guys are pixel peepers. I personally am not a pixel peeper. If I take a photo and it looks good, and I'm happy, and this does look good. It's maybe not the nicest bokeh in the world, it's not the smoothest or softest in the background, but again, for 150 bucks, it'll get your subject sharp for you, and then everything else will fall away. And that's kind of the goal with a prime lens with a 1.8 aperture. If you're looking for really smooth, buttery bokeh in the background, then maybe you are just gonna have to spend a little bit more money, and that's the reality we're dealing with here. We can take a quick look at some of the photos that I took here with the Tacoma and with my wife out there. You can see that some of the portraits look really, really nice. It really helps the subject stand out, and then also the truck there you can see is standing out quite nicely from the background. You can see some of the background and how it looks with the bokeh. And one side note, guys, is these photos were all edited with my winter presets, so you can head over to my website, I'll link them down below, and you can go check out those presets. They're only $5 Canadian right now, which is like it's a steal. So go pick those up, and if you guys like them, let me know, tag me in your Instagram photos, and let me know what you think. All right, so the final question that I have is, who is this lens for? And honestly, I think it's for everybody. I have got a wide range of lenses ranging from $150 to $300 to APS-C lenses to all the fancy Sigma Prime lenses. And guys, this still lives in my bag because it's still a great focal length. It's got a 1.8 aperture, so it lets in quite a bit of light. You can absolutely make money doing photo shoots with this lens still, and that's why I still keep it around. Absolutely, if you've got the extra couple $100 and you want to get the Canon 1.4 or even the 1.2, go for it. But if you guys are strapped for a budget, this thing will surprise you, I think, when you buy it. Who I think it's perfect for though is the people that are just looking to upgrade from their kit lens. Maybe you've got something that's like a 15 or 16 up to 55 or even farther, but you don't quite get the aperture. This would be my first place to start. This is my kit lens killer. Honestly, it's so affordable and it really will make a difference in your photography. It'll teach you a lot about bokeh. It'll teach you a lot about framing. So I think it's a really good lens for beginner photographers, intermediate photographers that are looking to kind of step up their game from that kit lens. All right, so that is gonna wrap up this review of the Canon 50mm 1.8. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will be linking this in the description below, so if you guys want, go pick it up. It's on Amazon, and you can just ship it back if you don't like it, because they're pretty good for that. But I do think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Guys, thanks so much, so much for watching. Come check me out on Instagram. I love chatting with you guys over there about car photography or anything creative, really. It's been a lot of fun getting to know the people that are watching this video. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give it a like if you guys enjoyed it. It means a lot to me and my channel as we're starting to grow. And other than that, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.